Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is actually my first, you see I'm very happy, this is actually my first official video. Right now I'm here to give you guys an insight about my life, myself as a person, the things I do as a doctor, how I do the things, whether at work or at home, in church, anywhere. Carry you along my daily activities. And I know you are going to love it. You are going to love it. Your sense, I know you have complete sense, but it's going to increase because you are dealing with Dr. I sense. Please stay tuned whenever you see my videos. Name is Dr. Ikwomase Ridanies, aka Dr. I sense. I'm from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. I'm married to the most beautiful queen in the whole universe. My number one, my yori, you know. Well, I reside in Ondo State, Ondo Town, Nigeria. Where I'm a medical doctor by profession. But first, I studied anatomy. I have first degree in anatomy before doing medicine and surgery. I'm both anatomist and a medical doctor. Actually, I did not choose medicine over anatomy. I wrote JAM 7 times, and all these years, I was, after the onset of an post-UME, schools will always give you whatever they feel like. I was given zoology, Greek, soil science, different course, anatomy. I chose anatomy. I studied anatomy first, but being a science student, every science student will always want to study medicine, which especially life science. If you go out there, ask young secondary school students, if you ask them what do you want to study, what you hear them say is medicine. This knowledge about every other course is not completely there. Everyone wants to study medicine. That was the notion I also had as a young man in secondary school. All I wanted was medicine, but when medicine was not forthcoming, I have to pick the available ticket that was available, and that was anatomy. That is why I studied anatomy. But I kept writing JAM while doing anatomy because all I wanted was medicine. I just wanted to be a doctor, I knew I can do well in it and that I will surely. I intend specializing in obstetrics and gynecology. In short, O&G. But initially, when I got into medical school, I actually wanted to specialize in neurosurgery. But time and chances happened to it all. I just find myself that I started falling in love with O&G. Is this deep passion in my heart. The love I have for women is so special that I just cannot think of specializing in any other area other than O&G. Well, in the next 5 years, I will surely be a consultant in obstetrics and gynecology. In the next 5 years, that is certain. My goal is that I plan on going into a private practice. I intend having one of the largest private hospitals in this country, Nigeria. A kind of private hospital that can compete with hospitals in developed countries. That an hospital that you can come to and you compare it to hospitals in UK, in Canada, in US, a standard private hospital. And others I also plan of opening, having a kind of national health insurance scheme in Nigeria, something that this issue of out-of-pocket payment in the hospital, it doesn't always go down well with me because you see some patients come to the hospital, they don't have the cash, but you just cannot do anything because the normal procedures is expected to be followed. They have to make some payment, get their car, but if they are health insurance scheme that are trying to that is covering up for them, you can easily get a lot of things done. My intention is to run a form of national health scheme that everyone in Nigeria can benefit from. I also plan of going into politics. Yeah, politics. You know, all these things I've mentioned, you cannot actually get them done without being involved in the politics of the states, in the politics of your country. I got to be involved in the politics of Nigeria. I got to be involved in the politics of my state. And lastly, I would say that one of my goals is to ensure that the rate of maternal mortality in Nigeria is reduced. No, the rate at which women die. I told you earlier that I have this special love for women. I have this special love for women. Pregnancy is not a disease, an abomination to hear that a woman died due to pregnancy or complications from pregnancy. It should not be heard of. There are some countries that for 10 years, for 6 years, a woman would never die or die from complications or diseases that are associated with pregnancy. But in Nigeria is the headquarter of maternal mortality. My intention is to ensure that this narrative is changed, where if you ask 20 doctors in Nigeria right now, do you intend staying back or you want to jack back? 90 of them will tell you that they don't intend staying, that they want to leave, they want to jack back. That is the word that they always use. For me, I mean the young ones anyway. The old ones, they believe that they've established a lot in this country. What is the essence of living in Nigeria? Let me just stay. But the young ones, 90 out of 20 will tell you that they want to leave, they don't intend staying back. But I would say that I think I'm that 1% that want to stay as long as things changes in Nigeria. If we can get it right in our political system, if we can get it right in choosing those people that lead us, some of us want to stay. We don't want to be a second citizen in another man's land. We just want to be a first citizen in our land. I would want to stay if we get it right in Nigeria. If our politicians are ready to make things right. But if not, of what use is staying in Nigeria when the things that are needed as a doctor, like to carry out your duties effectively, are not available? Well, some people think that this type of guy that is hard. I love doing things. I'm street. I think let me use that term. Something I'm extremely street. That I'm not supposed to be a doctor. Maybe perhaps I'm supposed to be an army officer because they see me as though I'm hard. But to some extent they are wrong. Though I love things, I love people doing things the right way. I'm this guy that is extremely soft, that has extreme feelings. Where my worst experience in medical school, what could that be? Well, that was actually when I had receipts in part 4. No, is it part 4? No. Part 3. Yeah, I receipted part 3 or part 2. Actually, part 2. I receipted part 2. I receipted pathology. Yeah, that was my worst time in medical school. It was, when someone who is always doing well tend to receive, everybody will be, what happened? I was devastated, but it happens. Even the best brain in medical school do fail. In fact, some do repeat. I never repeated, but I had receipts, Okay, my best time in medical school was, I think actually when I got admission into the medical school. I told you earlier that I wrote JAMB for 7 good times and I never failed once. The reason why I was writing JAMB for that 7th time was not that because I was not given admission. No. Each of those times I was given admission. But all I wanted was just medicine. They were giving me something next. But somehow I tend to like accept those things. That was why I had first degree BS in anatomy. But when the medicine now later came, after like 2 years or a year of leaving the university, when medicine now later came, I was to some extent fulfilled. I was the most happiest person. The best thing that could ever happen to me was when I got admission into the medical school, I know that some young people are longing to like get admission into medical school. Those ones that are longing for medicine, when you get it, you realize that Dr. Isense was actually right when he said that his best moment. That will actually be your best moment. That will actually be your best moment. Just work for it. Pursue it with everything you got and you will get it, trust me. My worst moment that in life that I can never forget. I would say that was when I lost my mom. I never saw it coming, Now just imagine, it was December 21st, it's specific. And on the 20th, I went to the market. I had a contract that period. I went to the market, bought some things, Christmas things for my mom, a lot of things. That was 2013. Yeah, 2013, December 21, 2013. I went to the market. I bought a lot of things for my mom. Planning, I called her that evening that the next day I'm bringing those things down for her. I left those things in the market. I just left them with one of my customers in the market. Bag of fries, a keg of groundnut oil, about 20 liters, palm oil, 10 liters, a lot of things. I just chartered them, a bag of salt, onions, Maggi, a lot of things. I wanted to spoil her that period. I bought a lot of things, planning that the next day I would take them all to her. We talked that evening when I called her, told her the things I bought, everything, and all of those things. She was so happy. For more than 1 hour, we were on phone, talking and gisting. She was longing to see those things, Next Monday around 4 a.m., she was not sick. Don't get it twisted. She was perfect. She was okay. Around 4 a.m., I received a call that if you don't come now, you will not meet your mama alive. Come on, I was devastated. You know what happened that morning? I took my brush. I took my towel. I started putting toothpaste on my towel because I was confused. So then I realized that someone had to, guy, this towel? I was confused. That was the worst moment. But before I got there, she was almost gone. Before we could do everything, made a lot of calls, rushed her, did all of those, a lot of things, she still passed out. That was the worst moment I can think of right now. Where I said earlier that my best moment is when I got admission into school. But my best moment in life, what would that be? Best moment in life? That was when I got married. When I got married, I just felt it was time to take a new turn, to be a better man, to like get focused. I never said I was never focused before. I was, but it was I just realized that I needed to be a better man, at that point. I'm a Christian. My best Bible passage is Ephesians 4:8. Ephesians 4:8. I'm gallant, I'm a sportsman, all-rounder. I play football. I'm an athlete. I run 5,000 meters. I'm a complete athlete. I'm good. Played football very well. Even at my age, I still play football very well. Right? I tend to keep fit. I gym on daily basis. And you can emulate that because that will keep you healthy. There's a saying that any man who is in his 40s I'm not up to 40, don't get it twisted. Any man who is in his 40s who can still run 40 press up at a go is not at risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Yeah, I do sports just to keep fit. And if you tend to do that, you are not at risk of developing any form of metabolic diseases. Be it hypertension, diabetes mellitus, you are not at risk. Your risk is to some extent reduced. Well, one of these days we will talk on all this. Just follow me. Watch my videos, and everything you need, you will get them in detail. In detail. Never to give up. And I think that is the greatest asset that I got. I don't believe that there is anything that I cannot do. I have this saying that if anyone could do it, I can do it better. I know you know where I got that from. If you've ever read any of the Carson book, Gifted Hands, A Big Picture, Take the Risk. These quotes are well spelled out there. The mom will always tell him, Ben, you are not a dummy. If anyone could do anything on earth, you can do it, and you can do it better. And I pick that. If there is anything I set my heart on, I can get it done, and I can get it done better than anyone. That is the best asset I got, you know. Well, what do I consider as my weakness? I don't think there is anything I consider as my weakness. I just said earlier that anything I set my heart to do, except I don't want to do it. If I set my heart to do anything, I get it. The only thing that may say this is my weakness is those things I'm not ready to do. And there's nothing you can do about that. I won't get it done. Okay, I'm simple. I'm a go-getter. I am emotional. Extremely emotional. I can get emotional over anything, right? Emotional, I'm loving. I love my job, you know. I told a friend a few days back, we know how we got here. We know how we longed for it. We know how we read, how we pray to God to get admission into medicine, and we got it, and we are done with it. The best thing we can give to God is to treat our patients with utmost care and compassion. That is me for you. I take care of my patient with utmost care and compassion. And I love ladies, you know. I say that. That is the reason why I'm specializing in ONG. I love them. I just want to give them the best that they can ever think of. You know. Well, friends, whatsoever that you intend studying in school, pursue it no matter what. I told you guys just now that I wrote JAMB for good 7 times. For good 7 times. I never gave up. Even while I was doing my first degree, anatomy, I kept writing JAMB. Even to 300 level, I kept writing JAMB. I never gave up. If your goal is to be a nurse, you must pursue it with everything you got. If your goal is to be a pharmacist, you must pursue it with everything you got. If your goal is to be a doctor, you must pursue it with everything you got. If your goal is to be a lawyer, you must pursue, irrespective of what your goals are, you must pursue it with everything you got. You get me? Let no one make choice for you. Let not your parents tend to tell you, my daughter, my son, you must do this. No. The choice must come from you. It's only when the choice comes from you that you will give it everything you got to achieve your goal. Yeah, besides medicine, I do some other things. Before I even got into university, I was into business. I love business. I love business. The truth is, medicine cannot give you everything you want in life. You just have to get involved in some other things. I told you that I love politics. I want to go into politics. I'm into business as well. I'm into building and supplying of building materials. And I've been doing that from the tender age, you know. That was how I kind of sponsor myself through university. And I just cannot leave that, you know. It's school money, just keep coming. Just cannot turn my eyes away from getting that money. I don't need to leave the hospital to get that done. I can be in the ward. I can be in the casualty. I can be anywhere. And I will be doing the business. Just phone call. Call your drivers. Tell them what to do. And everything is just going on smoothly. My quote is from the wise one. that says that he who knows and knows that he knows is wise. Follow him. He who knows not and knows not that he knows not is a fool. Shun him. He who knows not and knows that he knows not is a child. Teach him. He who knows and knows not that he knows is asleep. Wake him up. Friends, I know, and I know that I know. I'm a wise man. Follow me. Subscribe to my channel so that your sense, the sense you already have about your health, about everything around you, can become high like that of mine, Dr. High Sense. If you want to have high sense, you have to follow me. You have to subscribe to my channel. Please do. Whenever you see my videos, watch them so that your sense can be completely high. I love you guys. You are the best of them.